The rush of anticipation as the plane takes off.
That first scent of fresh sea air.
The feeling of tropical warm sand between your toes.
Ah, the joys of travel.
And oh, how wonderful it is for those joys to return.
Because right now, Expedia Cruises is welcoming you back with unbelievable offers on every type of travel imaginable, be it air, land, or sea.
We are much more than just cruise vacations. Whether it's custom vacation packages, tours, all-inclusive resorts, or flights, hotels, and activities, we are here to plan, book, and safeguard every leg of your journey. We will help you secure your travel by phone, online, or in person. Because as your trusted travel experts, Expedia Cruises is also proud to offer you highly personalized attention in locally owned stores right around the corner, right across North America.
We will help you understand all the measures and protocols in place to ensure your safe travel and help you navigate your journey with ease, no matter how complex your plans might be.
So, get going.
As the world reopens, be the first in line to take advantage of greater choice, unrivaled offers, seamless service, and trusted expertise. Because, as always, we promise to be your navigators of spectacular vacation experiences.
We are Expedia Cruises, air, land, and sea vacations.
Hello and good afternoon. Welcome everyone to the Expedia Cruises information session on how to become a vacation consultant with Expedia Cruises. We're truly pleased that you took the time out today to come and learn with us and participate in today's session. I'm joined today by my longtime colleague and friend, Christina Richards, who leads our entire recruitment and retention programs for Expedia Cruises. And we've got an exciting agenda for you today, don't we, Christina?
Yes, we do. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm really excited to be here. So let's get to the agenda.
You betcha.
And I'll see you all in a short bit. I'll let John speak now.
Oh, yeah, let's go back one to our housekeeping, because we always like to do a little bit of housekeeping before we get going. First and foremost, this is a live digital environment. So if you do have a technical issue along the way and something's not working for you, we just played a video. If that didn't work, very often just logging out and logging back in can be a great way to make sure that your computer's running the system correctly. There is a little icon at the top called View Options, and if you wanted to make the people smaller and the slides bigger, and you can do that to adjust your view if that makes it more comfortable for you. And if you do have to jump off, do not worry. This entire session is being recorded for your viewing pleasure later. And in fact, when we're done, you'll get an email copy of this webinar sent out to you. So all the information will be there for you to catch up with when you're ready on your own time. The last thing I will say is this is an information session, and we want you to have a chance to ask questions and get answers. And I can see it's actually already active, but there is a little Q&A feature down there across the bottom taskbar. And we encourage you to place your questions there, and we will do everything in our power to answer them here in a live environment. And if we can't get to them in this live environment, we'll be certain to ensure that we follow up with you in the very near future. So let's get going. Here we are today, and I think I got rushed right into this and didn't take a moment to introduce myself. So let's do that. My name's John Mast. I lead the marketing for Expedia Group for the cruise line of business, with a large part of that being Expedia Cruises, our chain of retail stores right across North America. And we are experiencing just a remarkable boom in travel right now. So we're looking for all kinds of great folks like yourself right across North America to join us. So our agenda today will be featuring, obviously, all things pertaining to working with us. Today, we're going to go through really what's happening in the travel market today. I just came off a 10-day trip visiting our stores and being on a couple of ships and talking to a lot of people from the industry. And the future of travel is extremely bright. We'll get into a little bit about that. Talk about our organization. We're going to talk about our vacation consultants, what they do and what it's like to be one, and the lifestyle that you can have doing that. And really pleased to have Christine Milosh with us. She's a vacation consultant from Tampa, Florida, to give you the goods straight from the desk of a real vacation consultant who's doing really well with our organization. So we're going to talk to her today. And then we'll get into some of the tools that our system provides to give you a significant competitive advantage in the market today. And then we'll finish off with next steps. And really, being a vacation consultant with one of our locations means working with one of our local franchise partners. And we'll talk about how you get in touch with them and get the ball rolling if this sounds like it's something you'd like to do. So let's get started. Travel is back and flourishing. And when we say that, I couldn't say that with more emphasis. I mean, I could, but the reality is it's true. We are seeing demand like never before. We're seeing a true embracement post-pandemic of people valuing experiences over things. After a couple of years of not being able to move around, people are coming back with a vengeance, we like to say. And let's go to the next slide and we'll just talk a little bit about that. The reality is that there was a pause and the ships now are back, but what's emerged is something quite interesting. Along the way, and I'm sure you've read about it, land-based vacations have gotten a lot more expensive. The ships are back, they're remarkably safe. They've done a lot of evolution through the pandemic to make what was one of the safest travel products even more safe. And as a result, the bookings are rolling in. So we're very pleased with the way things have transpired. It was definitely a moment for our industry while things took a pause, but it was the right thing to do. The cruise lines were one of the first to pause operations when things got concerning with the pandemic. And they're back now. All ships are sailing. Things are going remarkably well. And the passenger service ratings aboard the ships are at record highs. And I think it's for two reasons. Not only are guests really thrilled to be back on the high seas and traveling the world, but the crew is just as appreciative of the fact that they're back and everyone's out there enjoying themselves. So we're seeing real incredible demand as we continue to participate in the recovery. And what we're seeing as we're now coming close to the end of 2022 is that 23 is set to be literally a record year for the cruise industry and for travel as it is in a general sense. So we're couldn't be more excited about that. And as I said, we're looking for some good folks to help us make people's vacation dreams come true. So let's go to the next slide and we'll talk more about that. So some statistics for you at Expedia Group. We like to back up what we say with data. And you can see here what I was talking about. The passenger service ratings are very high. 82% of travelers who have cruised say they'll cruise again. So that's one nice thing about this business. Not only do we have very strong programs to help you attract new customers to your business, but the probability that they'll repeat is extremely high. And when you have that going on, your business grows over time. And that's something that we systemize within our organization. You can see that in 22, 31.7 million people were set to cruise. 70 new ships on deck to come out between now and 2007. And I haven't done the math on this lately, but really what it looked like was one a month for the next 10 years in 2019. So I'm sure that's true-ish for now. I know personally, I was just in Fort Lauderdale and Miami test driving, as we like to say, the brand new Celebrity Beyond and then the brand new Norwegian Prima, two incredible ships and just honestly, beautiful ships that are a whole new level of high quality resorts for our guests. And then another highlight for us as we were recovering this year was we have a sale that we do every year called our 3-day sale. We do that in conjunction with Expedia Cruises. And just this past June, we were able to book in around 10,000 passengers in just 3 days on an offer that we were able to negotiate with Princess that is really exceptional. And as you'll hear more about our organization, one of the things we strive to do is when we put our best foot forward, our partnerships are so strong with our suppliers that they are willing to partner with us and give us often a competitive edge that's very difficult to find anywhere else, giving our vacation consultants an edge when it comes to making their customers know that they're getting the best value. Because at the end of the day, these are the two things that people looking for a cruise, in particular complex vacations, are looking for. They're looking first and foremost for service and advice. And almost equally as important to them is getting good value. Not necessarily the lowest price, but great value. Sometimes when you're buying a 60-day cruise, it's not about price, it's about value, ensuring that you're getting what feels like the best rate for that cruise that you're looking at, along with some of the value adds that we can offer for our passengers. So let's get into the next slide here, Lindsay. So a little bit about us. We have been around since 1987. So this year we're celebrating our 35th anniversary. We've been having lots of fun with that. We date back to the 80s and couldn't be more proud of the organization. I've been with the organization, believe it or not, for in and around 22 years of that 35 years. And I can tell you, since the day I joined, there's really something special here. But before we get too into the culture, talk a little bit about the brass tacks of the organization. We are a full service travel agency. And during the pandemic, we actually rebranded from a brand called Expedia Cruise Ship Centers to simply Expedia Cruises. Lots of reasons, but in order for us to, in addition to have the name Expedia, a very powerful household name in travel, and the fact that we're cruise specialists in our brand, we also wanted to bring to life the fact that we're a full service leisure travel agency. We can get you from door to door on your cruise, but when you're not cruising, we can offer you Las Vegas, Europe land tours, trips to anywhere on earth that you can imagine. We do African tours and the like. So with our new branding and our tagline, Airline and Sea Vacations, we're working hard to bring that truth just a little closer to the service through our marketing. We have nearly 300 independently owned and operated stores right across North America, with close to a little over now 5,000 independent vacation consultants working in our organization. As you can imagine, a few people stepped out of the business through the pause, as we like to call it now. But just this year alone, over 900 people have made the decision to join Expedia Cruises as independent vacation consultants. And we hope that you'll help us round out that number and get it well over 1,000 as we finish out the year. Because if you have a passion for travel and service and sales, there is really nothing like this industry for creating a wonderful business. Now we've got, again, someone. Let's keep going here. In addition to the vacation consultants, we've got 100 folks, give or take, at our corporate team that's supporting our stores. So everything from getting people trained and going in the beginning, helping them with technology, turnkey marketing programs, service, sales training, everything you need to run a profitable business is there for you in the taking. I'm a big believer in franchising and what we do, and the most successful brands out there have two things going for them. They have not only a strong brand name, which we have in Expedia Cruises, but they also have a very strong system for supporting their team and training to go with it. And we're proud of the team that we have and the work that they do. And I think you'll enjoy getting to know them as you, if you make the choice to become part of Expedia Cruises. We were, in fact, acquired by Expedia Group in 2007. And as I said, we rebranded through the pandemic to the lean and clean Expedia Cruises. I like to say we're saying more with less and adding the tagline of Airline and Sea Vacations to make sure folks know that we can get you from door to door on the vacation of your dreams. So that's a little bit about us. And next here, I just want to dig in a little to that more than cruise, or not just cruise. The fact is, people are taking all kinds of trips. As I said, people have switched in the post-pandemic time of, buying furniture and all the things they were doing to cocoon at home, to really getting back out there and doing experiences. And we're really blessed. We have a tremendous number of preferred suppliers that work with us. You can see a picture there of Rocky Mountaineer Vacations in British Columbia, Canada, a giraffe overlooking a lake in Africa, all kinds of trips to Iceland to view the Northern Lights, and everything in between. But it's important that you know that your opportunities are not only to sell cruise vacations, but to sell land-based resorts and the attached product, hotel, car, insurance, and things that go with a cruise or any vacation to round out your sales opportunities. And even further to that, in 2020, we really saw a move to vacation rentals. And as part of Expedia Group, we can offer you the chance to book your clients on those too. So not just cruise, more than cruise, everything that a consumer's heart desires in leisure travel, we've got in spades. And we work very closely with our suppliers to ensure that we have not only breadth of inventory, but very competitive offers and very strong promotions when we go to market to bring something to life. So let's keep going here. This is something that I'm extremely proud of and passionate about. And this is not something that I and the team sat down with a copywriter and said, okay, let's tell people who we are. This has literally been extracted out of the organization that has evolved since 1987 and is really the brand promise that we deliver to our customers every day to give them the kind of service that keeps them coming back over and over again. And to say it succinctly, our brand promises that we are navigators of spectacular vacation experiences. What that means is we can, if you come to us before you're booked, but you're thinking about going somewhere, we can put you on a trip. If we're doing everything just so that is far more exciting and detailed than you would have been imagining. And hopefully we can inspire you to do something even more interesting than you might have thought. So when people come to us, you may not get the question, where do you want to go? Out of the early parts of the consultation. Hopefully you'll get a conversation that starts with something like, tell me about why you're going on vacation. Because if you're getting away with your grandchildren to celebrate a 50th wedding anniversary, that's something special, and it's going to have a certain bunch of facts that make booking it in one place or one way special, and our teams know how to do that. But maybe you want a destination wedding on a land resort in Mexico, or perhaps it's something special. It's an around the world cruise to celebrate your retirement. You never know what these things are. It could be 7 days in the Caribbean because you just need a break. Our team will find out what you're looking at doing, and they'll help you use our tools to build bespoke vacations for people that when they go and come back, they say to themselves, wow, I got such a better experience because I dealt with the experts. And that's where the first tenet of our promise comes in, being advice you can trust. We say we're much more than trained experts. We're passionate travelers and cruise enthusiasts who want to share their experiences. At the very end there, I skipped to the end, always there. And it's much more than just selling you a vacation and sending you on your way. We're there before, during, and after your trip. We can meet with you however you'd like to meet, in store, in person, over the phone, whatever works for you. And then in the middle, there's obviously the product. Naturally, we have the best choice in prices. Being part of Expedia Group, we're one of the world's largest travel organizations. As I said, with our supplier teams and relations that we have with our suppliers, we negotiate extras and book groups so that we can make sure that when people book with us, they get added value. And as we've talked about quite a bit already, we're much more than cruise. So let's keep going. We got lots to share with you today. But it's worth spending a little time talking about Expedia Group. As I said, in 2007, they acquired Expedia Cruises, and they did so because they wanted to be everywhere travel is sold. And I think if you haven't been in the cruise industry and you've spent a lot of time booking flights and such, people sometimes make the leap that all travel is sold over the internet unassisted. It's just so not true. As travel gets more complex and more interesting, a large component is sold over the internet, but a tremendous amount is sold through travel agents and vacation consultants in a very consultative way. And that's where we specialize. But you can see that we're part of some of the world's leading brands, and that gives us tremendous expertise, access to expertise, and buying power. So let's get into what some of the other benefits are from Expedia Group. One of the truths, and I alluded to it here a little, is that the modern consumer has expectations, and the generations that are in market today range all the way from the youngest of millennials in our market anyway, and even younger, to even older than boomers. These folks that they are the real sort of 75 plus crowd. And ironically, they have very different expectations and needs as it pertains to technology and the way they'd like to be served. The great thing about Expedia Cruises is we can serve folks purely online if that's their hope. Every one of our vacation consultants has a fully powered booking system on the web that they can send a link to their customer and say, hey, it sounds like you want to book that Carnival cruise. Looks fantastic. Just click here and go ahead and book. But if they'd like to come in the store and have a consultation, that's great. Often I think some of our consultants are mobile. They're happy to meet with you at your local Starbucks. Some even meet you in their own home, and certainly over the phone and email and social media and chat and the rest, as all people communicate in different ways. The bottom line is we can meet consumers where they want to be and give them the service that they want. And let's talk about that a little more with the next slide. So the reality today is that cruise in particular is not a simple product. If you're going on a plane, you know that you're flying from Vancouver to Los Angeles, you want an economy seat on the aisle, and there's 3 airlines flying that route the day you want to go, and one's $399, one's $499, and one's $500. You'll probably take the $399 one if the times work for you and you're happy with that because it's simple to understand. The reality is cruise is a little more complex. And on average, folks today are taking 43 days and visiting 56 different touch points, be it brochures, websites, conversations with vacation consultants, emails, chats, the rest, to get their decision locked. So they begin thinking about where they want to go, narrow it down to what kind of trip they want to take, start getting everyone who's going organized, and da-da-da-da-da. You can imagine it takes time. So we developed what we call the omni-channel model to make sure that Expedia Group is serving customers exactly how they want to be served. So today, not only when you become a vacation consultant with Expedia Cruises, do you have access to our spectacular array of marketing tools that allow you to work with your circle of influence, build a database, do email marketing and social media marketing, and we have all kinds of magazines and print marketing as well that goes out to your database. But we do an acquisition strategy through Expedia.com and Expedia.ca and Travelocity and Orbitz, whereby if someone's shopping on those websites and they're just not ready to book, if they are ready to book, the booking goes online and it's taken care of by Expedia. But if they want help and they have a question or they're interested in talking to someone, leads where people fill out a form and phone calls are directed by geolocation to their local Expedia Cruises. And why that's wonderful is you can imagine that someone's perhaps in Boston and they're searching for a cruise and they've got a question and they reach out and they call and they're connected literally to our local Boston store. And maybe they're thinking about going to Barcelona. Well, I can tell you that our store in Boston sends a lot of people to Barcelona every year. They know the best air routes. They know the post hotels to get, or sorry, the pre-hotels to get. They talk about the tours, so they can give them a bespoke experience right in their own community that literally serves them at an even more personal level than perhaps a call center model, which is all centralized somewhere else. I was in Tampa, where you're going to hear from today. The vacation consultant that's with us is from the Tampa office, but I was there when one of these calls came in last week. And I got excited and we all kind of went quiet and we were listening and we were waiting to hear what was going to happen. And call went on. The person actually spoke Spanish, as did the vacation consultant there, and they had the conversation in Spanish, so we couldn't quite tell what was going on. But at the end of the conversation, the consultant said, oh, turns out he's thinking about a cruise tour to Alaska. And he's just up the road. He's excited we're here. He didn't know we were here. And he's going to come in this afternoon and have a conversation with me about what he wants to do. And we all thought, okay, great, that's cool. And I moved on to my next appointment. And I heard from that vacation consultant the next day. And that customer came in, had a meeting with them, booked 4 cabins to Alaska. And they did so because the group rate that we had through our negotiated inventory program was so good that they called their friend who'd already booked a couple of cabins somewhere else and told them that they need to come book with us as well because we had the best value and exceptional service. So the whole thing sort of came to light for me in that moment. And I was pleased to see that we were delivering on what we promised to do for consumers. So let's go to the next slide, please. That's a really strong program. And just before I pass it off to my colleague, Christina, to take you through the rest of the presentation, I want to let you know that just this year alone, by the time the year settles out, our locations in the United States and Canada will have received about 100,000 inquiries through that omni-channel program alone. So it's a significant advantage to being part of Expedia Cruises. As I said, not only do we have tremendous franchise partners to help you onboard and train and learn our business, we have the spectacular group products, as I'm sure Christina will tell you a lot more about. But we have the added benefit of being part of Expedia Group, which really has been a wonderful addition to the business in my time with the company. And I think yours too, Christina. So
Absolutely.
With that, I'll thank you for listening. I'll wish you a great rest of the session. I'll pass you off to my colleague, Christina. And again, thank you for spending some time with us today.
Yeah, thank you so much, John. And hello, everyone. Again, thank you so much for joining us today. As John mentioned earlier, I'm Christina Richards, and I manage the area of consultant recruitment and retention at Expedia Cruises. And I've been with Expedia Cruises for 19 years now, not as long as John, but 19 years, that's a lot. And let me tell you, travel is such an incredibly exciting, rewarding, and really fun industry. And it's the reason why I'm still in it after 19 years. And if I take a wild guess, it's probably the reason why you're here today as well. We all love travel, right? So John walked you through our industry and who we are. Now I'm going to take you deeper into what being an Expedia Cruises vacation consultant is all about and what to expect, and all of our support and tools that you can leverage to build a successful travel business. So first, I want to tell you a little bit about who our vacation consultants are. So our vacation consultants are independent contractors. So what this means is they own their own travel business, but they have the power of the most influential brand in travel behind them, which of course is Expedia. Plus, they have the ongoing support of a local franchise owner and a corporate support team of over 100 plus people. As you know, the love of travel is universal. And so naturally, our vacation consultants come from a variety of diverse backgrounds and past careers. But truly, the traits that they all consistently share is that they are passionate about travel, they love to plan, and they are really motivated to service others and to help others. Those are the key traits. While some enjoy the flexibility of planning their work around family or perhaps another career, others are dedicated full-time to growing their business. But the choice is ultimately yours as an independent contractor. The great thing is you can choose your work schedule based on your current lifestyle. You can choose to work full-time. You can choose to work part-time or something in between. Another commonality that our vacation consultants have is that they are very, very active in their communities and they have a large circle of influence. They take pride in building relationships within their communities, but at the same time, leveraging the resources of the Expedia brand to grow their business. This is really, really key because when you first start out as a vacation consultant, the people you know will most likely be the first people that you reach out to about growing your new business. Of course, there are some travel perks, right, that our vacation consultants enjoy that allow them to see the world and all that it has to offer. And more importantly, they get to share their knowledge that they've learned from their travels with their customers. That's the really cool part about this industry, about being a vacation consultant. It's being able to share those travel experiences with others and essentially help others lead their best lives through travel. Some people come to us with no previous travel agent experience. And let me tell you, that's 100% okay, because as I will show you later, we train our vacation consultants not only about travel, but about how to build their database, how to build those important relationships with customers, so those customers come back again and again, because this whole business is about building relationships. And for those who join us who are experienced, who have been a travel agent with other travel agencies, they really love our tools because they say it really helps them to elevate their travel business to the next level. So experienced or not experienced, everyone is welcome. So if this sounds, a lot like you and you've been thinking about getting into this really exciting industry, I strongly urge that you listen carefully to our next guest. Today, we are joined by Christina Malosh, one of our vacation consultants who works part-time out of our Tampa, Florida location. So Christina is actually a returning guest of ours, and you will soon find out why, because her enthusiasm and her passion for travel and her love, her genuine love for what she does is simply contagious. She's here today to talk to us about her experiences and what it's like for her to be a vacation consultant with Expedia Cruises. So welcome, Christina.
Thank you. No pressure.
No pressure. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm great. Thank you. Before we dive into your role as a vacation consultant, I want to talk a little bit about travel, because I'm looking here at this slide and I'm seeing all of these amazing travel photos. And it just begs the question, where is your favorite place you have traveled to and why?
I knew we were going to talk about this, so I made some notes, so I may refer to it. But it's funny, you make a list of all the places that you want to go, and then you think you're just going to check them all off. But then you go somewhere, and then you find more and more and more places you want to go. obsessed with Scandinavia right now. I love everything about it, the people, the weather, the architecture, the landscape. It's just absolutely beautiful. But like Dubai is amazing. It's like the Jetsons. Like it's something you can't even describe until you're there. Like they're gonna have flying cars pretty soon. And you see it and you go, oh my God, it's amazing. Normandy was a complete surprise for me because I didn't really think it would be like that emotional. And then you go there and you see it and it's like, this is real, like this is history. And then conversely, I've been to Ireland a few times on a pub tour. We didn't go into any churches, but we went to all the pubs in Ireland. And we went on this like Game of Thrones tour. And as they're doing the tour, I was like, oh my God, this is Winterfell. Like you just like stumbled upon it. And then we were in Malta and we saw the one picture in the upper left corner with me and two of my friends. That was like where Khaleesi found the eggs with the dragons. So then I had to go back and watch, Game of Thrones all over again. So, I mean, I can't just pick one place. There's just too many. There's too many.
Yeah. Wow, Christina. I just love your passion for this industry. And that's the key. If you have a true passion for travel, you can really do this. And the way you described Scandinavia, like you sold me, I have goosebumps. I've actually always wanted to go to Sweden. This is where my father's side is from. So I just haven't made it happen. But after listening to you, I think I got to make it happen.
We were just in Ireland and I was with some people on a cruise and they found some ancestors and they found relatives. And it was just like, how did you, do that? It's really cool.
Oh, awesome. So now let's talk a little bit about what brought you here. You have been with Expedia Cruises for 7 years now. And prior to that, you were a music business executive. Like I said earlier, everyone, our consultants come from very diverse backgrounds and very diverse past careers. So Christina, what led you to join 7 years ago? And more specifically, what made you choose Expedia Cruises over all the other travel agencies that are out there right now?
Well, I think that I'm pretty much like everybody else. We all have this stuff like in my head, someday when I retire, I'm going to do XYZ. So, you sit in meetings and you make some notes like, God, I wish I was in Iceland right now, So I traveled all the time for work and I would always make notes and really research things and then always help people when I was traveling. And I was with a girlfriend of mine once in Alaska and I was telling somebody about, the next time they go to Italy. And my friend pulled me aside. She goes, why are you giving it away? You should be a travel agent. And turned out a friend of mine knew somebody in Tampa that had an agency. And I met Rob Steinfeld that has the agency down there. And we just got along really well. And I was like, I would love to try this. And so that's kind of like what brought me in. But when John was talking earlier, you see Expedia Cruises and people think, oh, great, I can get on Carnival or Royal Caribbean. But the full service thing was really interesting to me because I didn't realize that any way you want to travel, Expedia can help you do it.
Absolutely. And I truly believe, hands down, we have the best systems and the best tools to succeed. And I'll go a little bit more in detail about what those systems are and how it will benefit everybody. But I do want to point out, and you mentioned Rob, your franchisee. It's not just about systems and tools that we provide. It's that support you get from a local franchisee like Rob, who is really invested in your training and your career development, right?
So, yes. And, I actually left Expedia for a minute because there was an agency literally 1 block from my house. So I thought, you know what, this is great. Like, love you, Rob, but this is works easier to my house. And I was there for a year and I called him up and I said, this isn't working. They don't have the tools. I don't have any help. Like, we all have our specialty. Like, I am not the person that you would call for a wedding at a beach resort. Like, that's not my forte. But I can get you around Europe, And what we had at our branch was all of these people have these different specialties and everybody helps everybody. And you're literally just like talking about what's right for the customer. So I really miss that. So I can tell you from experience, I left thinking that I was going to, save time on a commute. And I came back, begging to come back a year later.
Yeah, exactly. And we're so glad you're back as well.
And the learning is constant. So like just last week, we had, Rob is always setting up, I don't know how the other branches are, but Rob is always setting up webinars and stuff with other companies. there are so many products that I didn't know existed. And last week we had a meeting with a company called Uniworld, and I think it's okay to say that. And I thought I knew about the brand, like, okay, yeah. And then you spend a half hour listening to it. And I thought, oh my God, so much I didn't know. They do so many great experiences for people. And now you think, okay, well, who are my customers that would be a good product for, So the constant education of what else is out there. It's absolutely unbelievable, because you can just turn on your computer and take a webinar and learn something.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. So what is a day in the life of an Expedia Cruises vacation consultant like for you? Walk us through a day.
So little different every day. I can tell you the last week, and it's always a little different. So if I have a customer that has a trip coming up, of course, I make sure their documents, that they have everything. I have created, you talk about the personalization, like anyone can go online and book something online and they think they're getting a deal. But what you don't get when you book something online that you get with me is I will provide you with a packing list, and I will remind you to bring your Tide Pods for the washing machines, so like that personalization, that experience shows you that you can pass on. So last week I was visiting some family in Florida, and I was getting my hair done, and I was talking to my lady and was telling her about travel, and she's like, oh, Bob and I have been wanting to take a trip. Where are you going? So I started to tell her about this cruise line that has some really great specials right now. And it's they're more into like the food and the dining. And so by the end of the hair appointment, she and her husband are now taking a cruise. And then her daughter called me later because she has a son with special needs and they wanted to do a cruise, and she wanted my advice on which cruise line would make the most sense for her. And what she had in mind was not the right choice at all. And I guided her towards the one and they're going to have an amazing vacation because she actually listened to me, And then I called a client just because I hadn't talked to her in a while, and she was off visiting family in Amsterdam. She was leaving the next day. And, we were talking about what she was going to do. And I said, don't forget to go to the Anne Frank house. And she goes, oh my God, I forgot to get tickets. So I told her how she got, she's got to go online and get her tickets for that. So it's kind of just always depends. Then they asked me what I'm doing, and I just booked a safari. Well, I'm doing a cruise, but I'm calling it a safari light because I have an irrational fear of getting eaten by a lion. So I don't want to sleep in a tent. So we found this amazing cruise that goes round trip out of Cape Town. So I get to be in my cabin, and then I get to go on a safari, and then I get to come back to my cabin with my own door that closes, and no elephants are going to trample me. And so I was talking to a friend about that, and now he and his mother are coming with us as well. So the trip just keeps growing and growing. So you never really know what your day is going to bring.
It sounds like your day is just full of talking about travel, which is amazing, right?
Which is the favorite part about being a travel consultant is you get to talk about travel. And a lot of it, though, you have to listen because, like, for me, I like a floating hotel. For me, it's more about the destination. But if you are a family of 5, your kids need to be entertained. So you're going to want more of the floating city instead of just a floating hotel, because there, as there are cruise ships that have racetracks on them and zip lines and all that. But, I've got customers, they're 84 years old. They don't care about the wave runner. Like they're not going to do that, So that is the fun part about being a consultant is everyone's got a bucket list, and you can actually help them and guide them towards the right product. And it completely makes their vacation, and it makes it an enjoyable experience.
You're I kind of put it this way, you're kind of a dream maker. You know what I mean? You get to not only share your passion for travel with others, but you're literally changing their lives. You're changing their lives by helping them get to see parts of the world that they've always dreamt of. So that's quite rewarding, I can imagine.
Well, and everybody now, again, I know you can go online and people can find deals. So people, and friends of mine still, they'll go online, they'll go, oh, look what I found at Costco.com. And then I'm like, yeah, but who's going to service you? What happens when your tour guide doesn't show up, And here's what I always tell people. Most people take one vacation a year. There's 168 hours in the week. Let's take 2 days out for travel. Then if you waited your whole life to go to Rome, do you want to stand in line for 3 hours at the Colosseum, or do you want a guided private bespoke tour walking around the inside, knowing what happened there? So it's those kinds of things. And when you spell that out for people, they're like, oh my gosh, you're right. I don't want to wait in line when I go. I don't want to fight for a bagel. I just want to enjoy my trip.
Oh, that's awesome. So I want to dive a little bit into now what has made you successful. I know you already touched a little bit on it, but can you talk more about some of our tools and systems that have really helped your travel business flourish?
Yeah, well, I mean, every travel agent's dream, travel consultant's dream would be to be so busy that, you're just taking call after call after call. The challenge with that is when you're booking all these trips, you've got deposits, you've got payments, you've got to remember when somebody's leaving on vacation and you want that personal touch. So, you can have Post-its all over your house, or you can use the system where you put in the dates of the travel, which the back office system is so helpful. It is like I have a staff. I go in and I click a button and it says, what is due today? What is due coming up? So you don't miss any payments. You don't have to worry about, again, a Post-it falling off the wall and somebody missing payment on their cruise. It even will tell you, wish Mr. and Mrs. Smith a bon voyage, and do you want to like add a bottle of wine to their room or something like that? And then the system will even remind you when they're coming back, so you can call and follow up, or when they're on their vacation. I mean, now with Wi-Fi, I've talked to people while they're floating in the South Pacific on their vacation. So you really get to be a part of it. The tools are amazing. The contact management system is great because I don't even have to think about marketing to my people, because I click which parts of the world they're interested in going or which products. And then Expedia just sends out information to them. And then they call me and they say, oh, that email you sent me. I'm like, I did, so
Yeah.
it's like, it makes it seem like I'm really on top of it. And then I just get to talk to them about travel, so the tools are fantastic.
Yeah, and for our viewers out there, everything Christina has mentioned, our software, a little bit about the training and support, I will get to those just in a bit, and I'll show you how you can benefit from it. But I do want to ask Christina one more question before we get into those details of our systems and tools. One more question, Christina. So what would you say to someone who may be thinking about getting into this industry, joining Expedia Cruises, especially now that travel is back, it's booming, and the demand for travel is soaring?
There is absolutely no risk. You get education. It's like going to school for free. You get education. People tell you about products. Like you might think, like, oh, I've been on a couple cruises. There are so many products out there that you don't even know about. And there's so many different ways to experience the world. The one thing that everyone has in common, everyone says, someday I want to, go to Greece. Someday I want to go to Australia. I want to feed a kangaroo. Everybody has this list of things. You can help them do that. And if you have an interest in do it, you can do it as well, regardless of politics. If they have children, if they don't have children, everybody wants to travel. It's the one thing everybody says that they want to do. And with the pandemic, I think everybody sat back more and went, oh my God, I can't wait to get on a plane. And now you can do it. Let's go now. I may have mentioned this on the last call, but I was at one of the times I was in Rome, I was in the Vatican, and there was an older gentleman on an oxygen tank in a wheelchair, and he was looking up at the ceiling. He's like, I've waited my whole life to get here. And I thought, that is so incredibly wonderful, but how lucky am I that I can walk in and out of here and I'm not on an oxygen tank the last trip of my life that I'm ever going to take. People want to go out and travel. Life is about consumables and experiences. Eat the ice cream, order the nice wine, go do these things, because you can't get that time back. So no one needs another t-shirt from a theme park, go and do these things. So there's no risk.
Exactly. Go and do these things. I love that you said that. And I think you and I agree that the pandemic really woke people up, and it's sort of, everyone kind of woke up and was like, no, I got to travel now. I'm not going to wait till retirement. And this is why we're seeing such a high demand for travel. It's booming like never before. People are wanting to travel now. They're wanting to, check off their bucket lists. And with this boom, vacation consultants just like you are really now more than ever in such a high demand. So, Christina, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for sharing your experiences with us, your passion for travel, which I was telling everybody is so contagious. I'm going to go to Sweden after this call. I'm going to go book. I wish you continued success as always, and many, 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 many more happy travels for you. So thank you again for joining us.
Thanks so much.
Oh, she's so great, isn't she? So now I want to show you all some of our tools and systems that Christina touched on a bit that you can leverage to help you build your travel business. So the three main tools and systems to help you succeed at Expedia Cruises are: number one, our exclusive training and development program. Number two, Partner Central. This is our industry-leading booking engine and customer relationship management system. This is the software that Christina was talking about. And then number three, our award-winning marketing and promotions programs. So let's start with our training. We have a host of training programs to help you get started, even if you've never been on a cruise or traveled extensively, as well as programs that will keep you continuously learning and developing throughout your career. Our exclusive training program is called International Cruise Academy, but please don't be fooled by the name. It's really a vacation academy because we don't just teach you about ocean travel. We are a full service travel agency. So we teach you about all travel. Now, when you join, our consultant certification program is your starting point. This is an online and interactive training program where you will learn the basic skills you need to succeed, including not only training on our systems and our tools, but product training, of course, and how to gain leads and build your customer database. Your local franchisee is also with you every step of the way throughout your training, so you're never alone. The program also includes the building blocks of our Navigator's Approach to Selling program. Now, this is our award-winning sales training program, and it's designed to teach you how to sell, even if you've never come from a sales background. Really great program, really easy to learn. After you've completed your consultant certification and you're ready to go, you're ready to sell, we offer additional training and programs to guide you on the pathway to success, and professional development content to empower you with the necessary skills and knowledge so you can continuously grow and be successful. And again, I want to talk about the franchisee because they provide one-on-one coaching, they provide team meetings for you, they bring in business development managers from cruise lines, from other travel companies to come in and do training with you. And they just offer continuous support. Honestly, their level of support is incomparable. Their main goal, as well as ours, is to really help you succeed. All of this training that I just mentioned is housed in one convenient place. We call it Atlas. So Atlas is our exclusive online learning platform. And this system makes learning really fun, really engaging, and really, really easy to follow. So whether you're a brand new consultant and you're going through your consultant certification program, or maybe you're an experienced consultant brushing up on your skills, all of our learning is incredibly interactive. It includes webinars. It includes really great exercises and activities, virtual workshops and rallies. So you're never just sitting there reading a course. That's boring, right? Learning at Expedia Cruises is always, always fun. Now onto our technology, Partner Central. This is the software that Christina was referring to earlier. Partner Central is our exclusive web-based technology. It's an all-in-one booking platform and customer relationship management system that allows you to literally manage every aspect of your business from virtually anywhere in the entire world. So in Partner Central, you have access to all of our inventory of vacation products and every aspect of support for your customers, including vacation research, including sending out quotes, booking your customer's vacation, invoicing, and then you can also run reports and set up reminders for different booking activities that you need to complete. Our vacation consultants consistently say this is a fantastic tool because it really keeps their bookings and all of their customer relationships really, really organized, and it's all in one place. Partner Central also has a really great extensive resource center that includes a massive online library of helpful resources to really help you maximize your business, including marketing tools, support kits, sales tools, videos, job aids, you name it. Partner Central, as we say, is literally your one-stop shop for managing all aspects of your travel business and building those really important relationships with your customers, because this is what this business is all about. It's all about building those relationships. Speaking of building relationships, I need to talk about our marketing, because our marketing is huge. We have built a marketing machine that has won numerous Travel Weekly Magellan Awards, which are sort of like the Oscars of travel, all with the goal of helping our vacation consultants generate leads and create customers for life. So I want to start with our website. So as soon as you become a vacation consultant, you get your very own Expedia Cruises branded personalized website that is customized to you. And your website has its own booking engine too, online booking engine, where customers can go and make a booking at any time, even while you're sleeping. And then the system will automatically generate a customer invoice and notify you by email immediately after someone makes a booking on your site. It's all sort of part of that seamless shopping experience that John Mass spoke about earlier, and being able to service your customers in the way they want to be serviced. Now let's talk about some of our most popular marketing programs. One of our biggest competitive advantages is our Expedia Exclusive Staterooms program. So this is our group program where we block or secure a large group of staterooms on the most popular sailings that only our customers can take advantage of at special rates. On average, we block about 800,000 staterooms on over 6,000 sailings. All of our groups also include Expedia Extras, which are special amenities such as onboard cash credits and prepaid gratuities. This is all to help add more value for our customers and give our vacation consultants that competitive edge. And this program is all managed by a great dedicated groups team at corporate support, who are always available to assist and give advice to our vacation consultants and to help them win a sale over a competitor's quote. They are very, very invaluable to the team. Another marketing program that really adds value to our customers is your 7 Cs Club. So your 7 Cs Club is your customer database, but it's also a free loyalty program for your customers designed to keep them engaged with special offers and personalized online and print marketing that they've subscribed to. So when people join your 7 Cs Club, they are automatically entered to win a free cruise for 2, including airfare. That's a great benefit, but we have so many more benefits. Other benefits include member pricing, which are special savings that only 7 Cs members get. They also have access to our best Expedia exclusive staterooms. Members receive email newsletters with exclusive offers that are tailored to their travel preferences. So if they want to go to Europe, they only get messages about Europe. And then once their first vacation is booked with us, they receive a 2-year subscription to Dream Voyages, which is our exclusive Expedia Cruises magazine. And then also once they book, they can take advantage of our Expedia Rewards program, which is a loyalty points program available exclusively for Expedia customers. So the benefits for you as an Expedia Cruises vacation consultant is that 7 Cs helps not only to attract new customers for you, it helps you to build relationships. It generates sales signals for you or for your customers and increases customer loyalty. Now on to online marketing. So I want to talk a little bit about online marketing and print marketing, because these are essential to help build your 7 Cs Club and the relationships with your members. So starting with online marketing, as I mentioned in the previous slide, 7 Cs members receive a variety of personalized email newsletters from you that are tailored to their travel preferences and linked to your personal website. So at corporate, we send these newsletters to your customers on your behalf, but it looks like they're coming personally from you. Christina talked about this earlier. We complement all of our marketing, email marketing, with a robust social media program as well. And we have a fantastic tool, social media management tool called Social Hub. Social Hub includes pre-made posts and other social media content for you to post on Facebook, LinkedIn, and other social media platforms. And you can post right from the tool itself. You don't have to be a social media whiz to figure everything out because we've created everything for you. It's super, super easy. Aside from the newsletters, we send out automatic emails and reminders to your customers on your behalf. Things like final payment reminders, bon voyage emails, welcome home emails after they've returned from their travel, and birthday and anniversary emails, things like that, all to help you upsell and build that loyalty with your customers. This entire system is executed on your behalf. So all you need to do is just focus on sales and focus on talking about travel with everyone. For print marketing, we have 3 main programs that help generate more 7Cs leads and create loyalty for you. Our targeted mass mail flyer called Vacation Specials features amazing deals, and its purpose is to attract new customers. Then we've got our Dream Voyages magazine, as I mentioned earlier. This is a 67-page glossy magazine that features longer out cruises and vacations. This is sent to 7Cs members who have purchased with us to help strengthen that relationship with them. And then Discoveries is our luxury magazine. This is sent to our most valued luxury and niche market customers. Our exclusive promotions are yet another way to attract new 7Cs members and build the relationship with them. Our promotions are highly anticipated by all of our customers and are a massive sales driver for our vacation consultants. As John spoke about earlier, one of our most successful programs or promotions of the year is our annual 3-day sale, where this year we booked over 10,000 passengers. We have an exclusive promotion nearly every single month, and it's supported by exclusive offers that are often combinable with our Expedia exclusive stateroom offers. And this adds a ton more value for your customers that they can't get anywhere else. The promotions are also supported by a fully integrated marketing program that we execute on your behalf. We also include dedicated training for every promotion, as well as various sales tools and support guides, and even segmented database lists, which help our consultants know who to connect with for a promotion. We have consumer contests, which again help generate 7Cs members for you, and contests for consultants too, even free cruises. And we host virtual consumer sales events for virtually every single promotion, again, on your behalf for all of our vacation consultants. These virtual consumer events have been such a key to our success and a big, big driver of sales for all of our vacation consultants. All of these marketing programs, all of these promotions, they are all built in place to build your database, build those relationships with your customers, and create customer loyalty so that they come back to you time and time again. This is what this business is all about. Finally, we have a couple more slides, people. So I know it's almost 2 o'clock, but please stay with me. Finally, I can't talk about marketing without mentioning our award-winning supplier relationships. So Expedia Cruises enjoys tremendous buying power with virtually every cruise and vacation supplier. And what this means is our vacation consultants earn some of the highest offered supplier commissions. And additionally, it means we are given more exclusive offers and more promotions to provide to customers. We are consistently recognized by all the major cruise lines and travel suppliers as a top account. Last year, we did a massive sweep of the biggest cruise line awards and picked up top awards from Royal Caribbean, from Celebrity Cruises, Princess Cruises, Cunard, Carnival, Holland America, Norwegian Cruise Line, the list goes on. And one of our most valued supplier relationships is with Celebrity Cruises. I have a short clip I want to share with all of you. It's really short. It's from Dondra Ritzenthaler. She's the Senior Vice President of Sales at Celebrity Cruises. And in this video, she talks a bit about our relationship and why now is a great time to join the industry, and more importantly, join Expedia Cruises. So let's play that video.
It's not only a partnership, but we also share values, and I think that's really important in the world today. So when you combine personal and professional partnerships, it just always works. The role of the travel advisor has really changed because not only do you have to explain what an amazing cruise vacation like Celebrity Cruises is, you also have to have not only knowledge of the brands that you're selling, but knowledge of safety. And that becomes a very, very powerful sale when you put the two together. Now is the best time to become an Expedia Cruises vacation consultant because there's pent-up demand from the consumer and we need you to help us fulfill that pent-up demand. I would describe them as the best of the best. Not only are they passionate about cruising and do a terrific job selling, but they have the best of the best technology, marketing, and all the tools that you need to really be successful in this business.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, as Dondra said, our vacation consultants are the best of the best and have the best of the best technology, marketing, and tools to be successful. I can't agree more. Before we end today, I would like to recap some of our tools and systems and key benefits that you'll enjoy as an Expedia Cruises vacation consultant, should you decide to join our family. So number one, we are the leading brand name in travel. That instant brand recognition and the power behind Expedia is unparalleled. Expedia Group, for those of you who don't know, was ranked the top travel company in the world by Travel Weekly's Power List. This is something that we've been honored with for the past 9 consecutive years. So pretty powerful stuff. Our streamlined booking experience that John spoke about earlier allows customers to book where, when, and how they choose. It also maximizes your earning potential as a consultant through online leads, in-person inquiries, and your personal Expedia Cruises website. It's truly one of our biggest competitive advantages. Our technology, Partner Central, allows you to manage all aspects of your business in one place. So all you have to focus on is talking about travel and selling. Our extensive training and professional development program teaches you everything you need to know to be successful. Even if you've had no previous travel agent experience, that's okay. Our Expedia exclusive staterooms program helps to provide more value for your customers, which in turn helps you as a vacation consultant. Our supplier relationships, I just talked about that, helps you to earn some of the highest offered supplier commissions available. Our award-winning marketing strategy, I can go on forever. It includes a wide range of programs that helps generate leads for you and creates customer loyalty. That one-on-one support from a local franchisee is also a huge, huge advantage for you. Having a local franchisee who is focused on the development and success of your travel career is so invaluable. And unlike a lot of other host agency models, you get to work in a professional Expedia Cruises retail storefront where you're able to meet customers, you're able to host events, and more importantly, share best practices with other consultants. And also you have the flexibility to choose your work schedule based on your lifestyle. That's the best part about this. Finally, even though it's not on this slide, I have to mention our culture, as it's such an important part of our story. The success of Expedia Cruises is built upon our culture of stronger together and the collaboration and contributions from not only our franchisees and our vacation consultants, but also from our amazing travel partners. We truly are a big, happy family. And it's truly the reason why I've been here for 19 years. So if you're thinking about joining our family, here are the next steps. After today's webinar, a local franchisee in your community will connect with you. Or you can also connect with an Expedia Cruises location nearest you to speak with a franchisee right away. When you speak with a franchisee, they will typically schedule a chat or interview with you. This is where you can discuss more of the details that were shown that was shown with you today. By speaking with a franchisee, you will, you'll get to ask questions. You'll figure out if this is a good fit for both of you. It's really important that both of you feel it's a good fit. And if both of you agree that it's a good fit, the franchisee will send over the independent contractor agreement for you to review and sign. And then finally, the final step will be to activate your partner central license, email address, and your personalized website and online training. And then away you go. So thank you so much for joining us today. I know we went a little bit over time. Thank you to my co-host John and our very special guest Christina. I hope you will consider joining our team, because really, honestly, the time is now. If you've ever thought about a career in travel, travel is booming, and we need vacation consultants who are passionate about travel to help service that demand. So I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day or evening, depending on where you are in the world. And thank you once again for joining us. I hope I will get to talk to each of you very, very soon. Have a great day.